Hey, you're going to have a good week this week. And I'm going to have a good week this week. We're going to have good weeks together. I'm Ken Napzok. This is the Monday Morning Show, or a Monday Morning Show. It's where I sit down with you and look ahead to my week and see what's kind of ahead for me. Challenges, struggles, things I'm working on, things I'm trying to get to, things I'm trying to succeed at, and I share them and maybe they connect with you. That's it. That's the idea. All right? A couple weeks ago, I came on here and had a pretty heartfelt episode. A lot of great response to that. It also kind of, went out my circle just a little bit, and I got some negative comments, which you ban the people right away. You don't need them in your life. But it was fascinating to see people have a thought about me when clearly if I'm not for you, that's great. If I am not reaching you, that's great. Pack up and move on with your life. I've been on the internet talking for such a long time, and it still kind of surprises me when it continues to not surprise me. And I don't get affected by them as much as I used to. Because sometimes you'll feel that there's a truth in what they're saying. It's not about that anymore. But I also just want to acknowledge, I'm Ken Napzok, comedian, writer, author, broadcaster, host of The Blathering Live, host of Force Center, host of Casually Talk, host of Pop Rock and Radio, host of Too Many Things. But I'm not on this show right here putting myself as a life coach, a life expert, a therapist, anyone who knows what the hell he's doing. I'm just here to share what I'm going through because I think that's valuable for all of us to do. Not just me, but you. And hopefully you have someone in your life or the ability to do that. And I hope I can continue to connect with all of you who need to be reached here. And I appreciate all the comments and the folks that reach out and get something from this silly little Monday morning show. So there you go. I'm back 2 weeks out. The episode 2 weeks ago, I was not in a good space. Life hasn't gotten any easier. Money hasn't fallen from heaven. But I'm in a better spot, and I'm going to have a good week. All right, I'm going to have a good week. And my thought for the day is this simple idea. Okay, there's some truths I had to face last week in myself about what was going on in my life, and the truths were good things. And that sometimes I find more difficult to face. Sometimes it's just a little more fun to wallow in the misery. I'm one of those depressive people that will call depression an old friend. And there's been times in my life where I've been going good for a while, whatever the reasons, job, relationships, just health, whatever. You're just feeling pretty good. And you'll hear a song or maybe put on a movie that you used to kind of wallow in and with, and you're like, oh man, I kind of miss that feeling. Depression can be a friend, which maybe makes it pretty dangerous. But last week, I kind of had some conversations, both with myself, a therapist, and some friends, kind of realizing that while I'm still struggling or in a place of struggle, and that seems very familiar and in kind of a lather, rinse, repeat kind of situation over the last year and a half of my life, just this last couple weeks, there's been things I was working on, things I've done, goals I've reached, numbers growing, things happening where I kind of had to realize and face that I was doing more of the right things. And yeah, I struggled with that. Because I think maybe and I don't know about you, but I can kind of become addicted to the panic. Now, as someone who has discovered late in life that I am in fact ADHD, and looking back, no surprises there. I sometimes function under that. I'm only interested if the thing I'm working on or the situation in my life is new or urgent. And between that becomes just this absolute mishmash of emotions, ideas, and whatnot. And yeah, I had to kind of stop and slow down and not take joy in the wallowing or not take joy in the panic and realize that, hey, you have taken some of the steps that you needed to take, that you wanted to take. One of them just released a new edition of Saturday Night Napzok, which is my old kind of COVID era podcast here on the Napzok Network. Some of you remember that. Some of you might not remember it. Some of you maybe don't want to remember it, or some of you maybe are reminded. But I had a lot of fun putting a little special event episode out. I'm selling it on Bandcamp, or if you're a Patreon supporter, everyone gets it. A little commercial for that there. But I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to put some Saturday Night Napzok out there through Bandcamp. as this kind of a special thing, see if I can just kind of sell my wares a little bit, and I don't have time to do it on the regular anymore. I wanted to do that for 2 years. 2 years, going back to like 2024, like 2 calendar years. I just did it here, June into July of 2026. What took 2 years? Yeah, there's some outside pressures and outside struggles, sure, but it was all in the inside. It was all the fear of taking that step forward, the fear of doing something. This isn't going to solve my life or take my career to the next level. It's just something I wanted to do and have it be part of what I do. And I don't know if you connect with that. ADHD jokes aside, it's just I think we all can have that, like, man, I have a dream, I have a goal, I have a thing. And it is easy to push it off to tomorrow. And sometimes you need to push it off to tomorrow. And don't beat yourself up if you push it off to tomorrow. But for 2 years, man, then maybe it doesn't, it's no longer a goal. It's no longer something that you want to do. It's a faded memory. And that had become a faded memory for me. And then I did it. I wrote it, recorded it, released it. That's it. I don't need to worry about anything else. But that was something that I wanted to do. And doing it was a right thing. It was a correct thing. It was a step forward. And there's other things that I won't bore you with this past week that I was like, I have to face the fact that I might actually be taking care of myself, or might actually be receiving help from those around me, or might actually, just be doing what's best for me, even though there's no immediate fix. And behind that is this idea that I want you to carry into your week. Here's the lesson. You can write it down if you want, right? Take notes. Except for that person who found me boring 2 weeks ago. I get it. I'm pretty boring here on this show. It's just pretty straightforward. I get it. I'm not really bought. I was abused. Okay. I was abused. Here's what I want you to take it next week. Press it forward. It seems very simple. It's bumper sticker kind of advice, which I always kind of make fun of, but I also kind of think is the best. So if you're kind of stuck, I don't care what it is, profession, relationships, health, and any of the big struggles we all go through, all of you, you might have $1 million in the bank right now. If you do, consider going to Bandcamp and buying my album, and you can choose to pay more if you want. I'm kidding. Not kidding. I don't care where your struggles are. I don't care what you're moving towards. I really don't care. You place it in right here, right now. Okay? Are you ready? I know doing can only come from thinking. Write that down. Put it on a board. Okay? Put it on a board. I know doing can only come from thinking. It's not my wisdom, it's my therapist. And she said it to me this week, and I was like, I've got to tell the world that. It's almost so simple it's silly. But absolutely. This is not about controlling your thoughts, not just about simple manifestation or power of positive thinking. Those are all good concepts. I actually understand them. But the action, taking the action, comes from our thoughts, comes from transferring those thoughts into our actions, our literal actions. And for this one particular project, it took me 2 years or so, maybe even more. From the first time I said, it would be great if I don't have time to do Saturday Night Napzok like I used to. It was one of my favorite things that I used to do. I kind of miss it, kind of missing the characters. What if I just did specials once every quarter, released it? Maybe that'd be fun. Put it on Patreon, put it on Bandcamp, get it out there. Maybe make a little extra spend in cash, or maybe just give something exclusive to the people who choose to support me on Patreon. 2 years. 2 years. It's a long time to sit with these thoughts, these idle thoughts that just kind of become this muddy water. And each day it gets harder and harder. You get farther and farther away from this simple little idea. And yeah, I'm one of those people that will put things off. This is shared by folks with ADHD, and I think just humans. This is just a human thing, to be honest. I will side note, I've become fascinated with unlocking a lot of my brain and how it works with an official diagnosis, and I've been studying it and looking at it and being like, oh yeah, a lot of things that my struggled with in the past, I'm not blaming it. I'm not wearing ADHD as a shield. I'm going, oh, it's a solution. It's an answer. Now I get it. Now I understand. But that aside, I am one of those humans that we function on that. That little small task. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I think I once had an Apple, MacBook notification reminder thing set up. I had it set up to remind me like every week I needed to do this thing. I needed to do this thing. I think when I finally erased it and I didn't complete the task, it was like at 168 weeks. I'm not even lying. I had snoozed this reminder for that long. But in those kind of scenarios, when you do it, it becomes real simple and you tell yourself, gosh, why did I wait so long? Why did I wait so long? Well, I'm not going to beat myself up about waiting long anymore. I'm just going to try to take the thoughts I have and turn them into actions. And actions can only happen when you have these thoughts. It can only happen when you think. Am I talking in a philosophical circle? Maybe. But when this was said to me, it just really spoke to me as someone who has struggled with, I can't do it. I can't afford to do it. I'm not good at it. No one will like it. I don't have that time. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the desire. I don't have those skills anymore. I don't know if I ever had those skills. Those are the thoughts that lead. Those are the thoughts that follow the first thought, which is usually the good one. When I used to teach improv back in the day, I was one of those who would hammer home the important lesson about improvisation. The first thought, the first instinct is the correct one. So when someone like me or you, again, with whatever you're going through right now, that first thought of, I'd like to do this to change, fix, improve, or grow from this particular thing. That's the first thought. That's the instinct. That's the right thought. And then we start filling it. We backfill. We backfill with all the negative thoughts. To push all past that, to get past that, and to turn that into action, you just have to change those thoughts. Or maybe put them on the shelf. I am full of negative thoughts. I am full of self-doubt. I am full of imposter syndrome. We all are. That's the secret. We all are, other than maybe like 5%, and those are the people that usually run for president. Okay? Good or bad. Those are the thoughts I have. And I'm just trying to work on as I go forward. The simple little thought that comes first. Take that. Put everything else on the shelf. Push past it. And just turn that first thought into action. But you need that first thought. That first thought is the driving force. So last week I had a thought, or I picked up a thought from 2 years ago, and I turned it into action. And it felt really goddamn good. Again, I'm selling my wares. If you're listening, go to Bandcamp. Ken Napzok on Bandcamp. You'll see the Discourse Desk America at 250 special episode, about 18 minutes long. You can choose to get it if you want. You'll listen to it on Patreon. And then you all tell me. Actually, you don't need to tell me. If it doesn't go well and people don't like it, I'll know. I'll see the numbers. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I did it. And I felt so good. When I finally closed this computer in front of me at 10:30 at night on a Friday and got it all recorded and all put together, I just felt a relief I've not felt in a very long time. I had confidence in myself again. Confidence in, hey, dream it, do it. Think it, put it out there. Do that action. So that's where I'm at. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, okay? I'm not going to waste any more of your time. You're going to have a good week. Take those thoughts. Take the first thought, the good thought. You know those thoughts. I need to do this. I want to do this. I have plans to do that. Take that thought and push it through. Make the choice to not get held back by all the other negative fluff and chuff we put in our little buckets that we call our minds. This week, I give you permission to take that action that you've been wanting to do. Doing can only come from thinking. Yeah, you don't need my permission. What I'm just saying is we're in this together. Okay? You can do it this week. You could do it this week. That's it. Our week has begun. I'm out of here. Simple. Simple. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. You can watch this video early if you become a channel member, or if you're a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/Napzok, where you also get the special SNN release. Have I bored you selling my wares? All right, I'm out of here. Let's have a good week.